What if I told you that one of the most promising compounds for brain health, energy production, and probably even longevity was developed in the 1800s as a textile dye? Recently, this blue liquid has gone viral after RFK Jr. added this to his drink on camera. But for many people, biohackers, researchers, scientists, this wasn't news because they have been talking about methylene blue for years. So, what is methylene blue really? How does it work in the body? And is this a miracle compound or just another internet hype? Hi, my name is Laila, and today we're going to take a deep dive into the science, the history, the hype, and the hard truths about methylene blue. Methylene blue might seem like a modern health trend, but its story actually begins in the late 1800s. It was developed as a synthetic dye. It was first synthesized in 1876 by German chemist Heinrich Carreau using coal-based chemicals. Shortly after, scientists discovered that this bright blue compound could stain tissues for easier examination under a microscope. That breakthrough led to the first medical use in 1891, when Nobel Prize winner Paul Ehrlich used it to treat malaria. This marked the beginning of methylene's blue long and unusual journey. Today it's used in emergency medicine, surgery, and even explored for cognitive enhancement and mitochondrial support. But what exactly makes this molecule so versatile? To answer that, we need to take a closer look at how methylene blue interacts with one of the most important parts of your cells, your mitochondria. The mitochondria is often called the powerhouses of the cell. Their job is to take the food you eat and convert it into ATP, your body's main source of energy. This energy production process relies on a system called the electron transport chain, where electrons are passed down a series of protein complexes to generate ATP. But this system is not perfect. Sometimes electrons leak out of the chain and react with oxygen to create reactive oxygen species, or ROS. These unstable molecules can damage cells over time and are considered a major contributor to aging and chronic disease. Methylene blue has a unique role here. It can accept those stray electrons, reducing oxidative stress. It can also deliver electrons directly to parts of the chain, especially when one of the complexes is underperforming. Think of this as a biochemical detour that keeps energy flowing when your mitochondria are struggling. This makes methylene blue one of the few compounds known to support mitochondrial function while also reducing free radical damage. So let's take a look at what the research says so far, and while we don't have any large human trials yet, the early studies and the experiences with methylene blue so far have been pretty encouraging. Okay, first let's talk about the brain. In one study, people who took methylene blue did better on memory and attention tests compared to those who took a placebo. Brain scans also showed more activity in key areas linked to the focus and thinking, like the prefrontal cortex. In another study, people going through therapy for phobias formed stronger new memories when they took methylene blue, suggesting it might help with learning and brain flexibility. But it's not just about the brain. Methylene blue also seems to protect cells from damage caused by oxidative stress. Think of this as a shield for your mitochondria. It helps them work better and reduces the harmful byproduct that builds up when cells are under stress. In animal studies, it's been shown to slow memory loss, prevent seizures, and even make cells live longer. One study on rats with damaged mitochondria showed that methylene blue helped reverse brain damage and restore energy production. Some people who use it say that they feel mentally sharper, have more steady energy throughout the day, and even boost mood. That might be because methylene blue also gently increases certain brain chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. And there's another reason why scientists are excited about methylene blue, because methylene blue can actually cross the blood-brain barrier, which many supplements can't do. And before we continue, please don't forget to hit that like button. Alright, so far methylene blue seems like a superhero compound. But what about the side effects and the risk, and what should you actually be looking for if you consider using it? Let's get right into that. Dosing is not one size fits all. At lower doses, anywhere from 0.5 milligrams to 4 milligrams per kilogram of body weight per day, some people report benefits like better mood, sharper focus, and steadier energy. But even 5 to 10 milligrams total can be too much for sensitive individuals. Most biohackers and longevity enthusiasts stick to 1 to 20 milligrams orally, starting low and increasing slowly. And the reason to start low is because more isn't always better. And you can actually overstimulate your mitochondria by using too much methylene blue, and this can lead to certain symptoms like anxiety, insomnia, headaches, and getting shaky, like when you get too much caffeine. But there are also more serious warning signs. Never mix methylene blue with SSRIs, SNRIs, or other MAO inhibitors because it affects certain brain chemicals. Taking methylene blue along with antidepressants can be dangerous. It can cause something called serotonin syndrome, and this could be life-threatening. Also, people with a generic condition called G6PD deficiency should not take methylene blue. It can damage their red blood cells and cause serious problems. Also, don't use it if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, and individuals with severe kidney problems should also avoid using this. Oh, and there's also one surprising yet harmful side effect. It can actually turn your urine blue or green and your teeth and your tongue if you take it orally, but this will go away after a few days. And there's a critical warning, not all methylene blue is created equal. Some products that are sold online are industrial or aquarium grade, and they are often filled with heavy metal or toxic byproducts. Only use USP methylene blue and look for third-party testing, certificates of analysis, heavy metal screening reports. So who's actually using methylene blue and why? Some people report benefits in areas like chronic fatigue, long COVID recovery, post-surgery healing, and brain fog. And there's a good reason why. Your mitochondria. And methylene blue can help them work better by stepping in when part of the energy making process is blocked. That means your cells can keep producing energy more smoothly. Even though the studies are still small, early research has shown improvement in memory, clearer thinking, and focus. It's even being looked at as a possible support for conditions like Alzheimer and depression. A few studies also suggest methylene blue may help with post-viral fatigue, cognitive impairment, mood imbalances, neuroinflammation, skin aging, wound healing, and even antimicrobial resistance. But there's something important to note. The benefits of methylene blue are context dependent. If your mitochondria is already functioning optimally, methylene blue might not do anything, and it can actually slightly decrease your ATP production. So this isn't something you should just take casually as a mitochondria booster. And of course, I would love to hear your story, so drop a comment down below and share your experience with methylene blue. Methylene blue remains one of the most fascinating tools in the world of health optimization, rooted in history yet full of modern potential. And if you want to learn more about ways to improve your health, make sure to watch our next video.